Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in today's reading, it's going to be a futuristic reading, like in the real sense. So if you read my post in the community, you'll see that today we are going to do a very special reading because we are not talking about this life, we are talking about something that is beyond this life. So in today's reading, we're going to see what cosmic contracts have you already signed, with whom, and the lessons that you will master in your future lifetimes, and what is your soul's evolution. So what's the path that your soul is moving towards, and we'll also see what blessings you will have obtained by the end of this life, because I know that we are definitely not concerned, but we really want to know, like, what will we have mastered and what blessings would have already come into our lives that is helping us to take that step forward, that stepping stone on which we step, and then we move into this newer timeline of ours, which is called the next life. So again, it's going to be a very special reading, and we will be doing it in parts, and I will let spirit guide the way they want me to do. And so I have prepared 3 piles for you with 3 different tarot card sets as well. So this one is pile 1, this one is pile 2, and this one is pile 3. So essentially we are seeing and we are trying to take a look, a sneak peek into what the future holds for you in terms of your next life. So this will be kind of mostly related to what you are doing in this lifetime, because when we move from one life into another, the soul kind of takes the lessons that it has learned from the previous life plus the ones that we still haven't learned, and then it continues with that path in the next life as well. So maybe this will also give us a glimpse as to what you are going through at this point in time, and what you will have achieved at the end of this life. So in the next life, then things will be interesting. So again, a very interesting reading. I am really looking forward to, and I'm so excited to see like because I've never done a reading like that ever. So I've done past life readings definitely, and current life, and all that stuff. But the future, it's always like a potential. So let's see. All right. So pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. I will reveal these upper blue cards like in front of you, and we'll see like whatever image you're drawn to, whatever pile you're drawn to, whatever I'll put the timestamps in the description. So whatever timestamps you're drawn to. So it's totally up to you, like how you want to look at these cards. So for pile number 1, you have pneuma, or the breath. Wow. The breath. The breath is like, if you look at the Vedanta, it talks about the 7 sheaths, the 7 bodies of man. Man meaning the human being. So the prana is the 3rd sheath, I think. Yes, it's the 3rd sheath. So essentially, you will, right now I'm just getting, this is again, we let the cards show more information, give more information, but it seems that you'll have mastered something on this earth which is related to the physical realm, which is related to the physical body, the earth. All right. So wow, I really like this card. Okay, so pile 1, you are the pneuma, or the breath. Pile 2, Luna, or the moon. Wow, I really like the way the words are rising. Moon, something with the intuition. You'll have mastered your intuition, because you will be connected, you'll be highly connected to the moon. And this is like what the earth, I think this is the water element. So pile 2, you are, and look, this is the number 2. Wow, this is, so pile 2, you are Luna, you're the moon. You see the moon sign here, and you see the water sign here, and the number 2. You might be a Cancerian, you might be a moon sign. You might be a water sign. And pile number 3, I mean, almost when I had put these cards were aligned like this with their tip over here, and this one was like this. So I just had a feeling that there is something different about this. And it says stabus, or antimony. I think this is a Uranus, right? And the wolf. Wow. Something would have mastered yourself. Pile 3. So pile 1, you are the breath. Pile 2, you are the moon. Pile 3, you are the antimony. So I am going to see you in your reading, and let's get on. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. So as I said in the introduction, I have never done such a reading before, and this is like truly a futuristic reading. And in this reading, we're going to see what cosmic contracts, what soul contracts have you signed, with whom, and what lessons are you going to master, which will lead to your soul evolution. And finally, we'll see like what blessings are there at the end of this lifetime that are a precursor to what's going to happen in the next lifetime. So you were drawn to the Numa card, the breath card. And like I said in the introduction, the breath or the prana, as in Vedanta it's called, it's the third sheath of the human. And you are drawn to this particular card. So apparently there is something on the earthly plane that you have mastered, because you are focusing on something which is above that, the breath. All right, so I have prepared a few cards for you. I'm going to keep this card right here. We're going to select, and there are a lot of cards actually that I've you know, which I have for you, because this might be a little bit longer of a reading, and we'll look at them at a later stage. This one I'll see after. And before that, I'm going to select a few cards about your soul's, you know, journey, your soul's evolution from here. And a few of, you know, this is the Akashic Tarot deck, a few cards from here, and one card from here, as well as a couple of cards from your tarot deck. So let us begin. Let's see. This is the soul evolution, and this I think I'm doing it like shuffling it, and wow, okay. So this one fell down, so I'm going to take that one. So this is the soul evolution card. We'll keep it right here. We'll see this at the end, and we'll take a couple of you know, because the Akashic records, essentially it's a vibrational field, and you know, your soul picks and chooses, selects certain you know, events, lessons, unlearned lessons. Midway you've abandoned those lessons, or the lessons completed, which will, you know, give you which will give the karmic rewards. So the soul kind of picks up all these events from this vibrational field, which is the Akashic record, as it's called. And so we're going to see like what your soul is going to choose. Obviously it might vary depending upon if you change your path completely. Yeah, things might happen, but we'll just try to take, again, this is a sneak peek, like as to, you know, what your soul is going to do. You don't know. And this is going to, because these are like certain archetype cards, so we're going to see like what archetype is going to be like one of the major ones for you. And we still have these cards, so I'll keep the candle on a corner. Yeah, I can still see it burning. And we will take a few cards from your tarot deck. So we want to know what cosmic contracts you have signed and with whom. So I'm focusing, so I'm focusing on the first part of the reading. What cosmic contracts have you signed and with whom? So this will give, wow. Okay. Onto this card as well. We'll take more cards if we need. So what cosmic contracts have you signed and with whom? All right, so pile number 1. Are you ready for the ride? I am. So what cosmic contracts have you signed and with whom? So that's the first part of your reading. Let us begin. Reflection number 19. And birth number 4. The guide, inheritance, correction. Wow, do you see the number of keys? I'm going to use this hand because this one is hard. Do you see the number of keys? And the bell and a vibrational field happening here. So pile number 1, essentially what I am feeling for you is, again, you will have mastered something, because the reflection card is making me feel that, you're going to, by the end of this life, essentially you're going to reflect on what your life has been. You are, this pile essentially is aligned to what their soul wants. You are aligned to what your soul wants. You are walking on that path. Because of that alignment, all these keys will be revealed to you by the end of this life. So essentially, whatever pile number 1, whatever goals that you have for this life, you will achieve those goals. You are going to achieve those goals, because you are ready to move on. Sometimes, if the soul is unable to learn all the lessons that it has planned during a particular lifetime, those lessons are carried over, right? So, but for you, I feel that you will have mastered those kind of lessons, and you'll kind of move on with newer goals. You'll integrate what you've already learned, and essentially a lot of keys are going to be open for you. Doors are going to be open for you, because you'll find a lot of this is knowledge. This is celestial knowledge. This is not knowledge like the earth bound knowledge, like the geography or the economics. No, that is very, very petty. That's very minor compared to the cosmic scheme of things. So this is cosmic knowledge which you will have accumulated. Do you see how this is kind of, it's like expanding. You will expand your consciousness. Essentially, that is one thing which is very clear. You are going to expand your consciousness. Now, let's take a look at your tarot cards, what they are trying to tell us regarding what cosmic contracts. Now, what contracts have you signed, or are you going to sign? You're going to sign up as a guide. You're going to sign up as someone who will be a mentor. You're going to sign up as someone who is going to guide people in whatever. So you are going to take on the role of a guide, of a teacher. You might become a spiritual guru. You might become like in the earthly realm, you might become a professor. You might become like a leader, innovator. So whatever field your soul chooses, whatever field your soul decides that this is where I want to excel, you are going to become a leader. You're going to become a guide in that. Maybe even at this point in time, you are helping others. So if that is what your soul alignment is, essentially you are going to continue that path. So let's see. The Hierophant. I mean, like, this couldn't be more clear. The Hierophant talks about higher knowledge, talks about spiritual knowledge, talks about things that are like beyond the world. So this is essentially kind of, reinforcing, or a kind of spirit is letting us know that yes, you definitely will be someone who will be known as a leader in the spiritual realm, because it says inheritance and correction. Inheritance what? Inherit what? Inherit traits that you have mastered in this lifetime. So pile number 1, essentially, remember I said that, it seems that whatever you have wanted to do in this particular lifetime, you are achieving that by the end of it. You are achieving your goals, and you are aligned with what you want. It's not that you have to find your path. So this pile essentially is the one who knows what they want to do, and they are doing that. Then the 5 of Pentacles. Yes, you will have mastered everything that needs to be mastered for this earthly realm. 5 of Pentacles essentially is a card of feeling lack. So maybe you have a lack of, you always feel that there is more to it which you don't know. So you will have mastered that as well. But in the next lifetime, it says birth and the lack. This is letting me know that whatever you feel you lack in this life, you're going to get that in the next life as well. But yeah, definitely the guide is coming through very strongly. 3 of Swords, okay. The High Priestess. So this is for the people you're going to work with, the souls that are going to come in contact with you. The Eight of Cups, and you got the Magician. So you got the Magician and the High Priestess. So you will essentially, in the next life, pile number 1, you will come in contact with people who have hurt you in this lifetime. Again, but listen to me. You will know and you will have the discernment because of the High Priestess when to walk away. So maybe in this lifetime you've been hurt by people and they keep on coming back, and you keep on getting hurt and they keep on coming back. Maybe there are these toxic cycles regarding people, regarding things, circumstances that have been happening around you. But pile number 1, in the next life, by the end of this life, essentially, that's how I want to phrase it, you will have learned the discernment to keep toxic people and toxic things, toxic circumstances away from you. Why? Because the High Priestess and the Magician, both of these are like the divine masculine and the divine feminine. You will have combined your, how to say no. Like when you are saying no, you are taking an action. And why you are saying no, that is the intuition. Like, this is not right. And then you say, all right, this is not right. So see, there are two different things. One is, it's not right, and one is actually taking some action based on that. So pile number 1, you are going to be very wise. Wonder why you are coming up as the guide. You will know when to keep people away. You will know how to protect yourself. You will know exactly when to walk away. Eight of Cups talks about walking away from things that no longer serve you. And the Magician, right after the Eight of Cups, is letting me know that you will have all the resources necessary for you to walk away from those kind of circumstances, because you are going to let the High Priestess direct you, help you out, and this will remove, or this will kind of break the chain of heartbreaks or the pain that you have been feeling. This is powerful. Wow. So pile number 1, what soul contracts are you signing? You are signing contract as a guide. You're going to be helping a lot of souls. And these souls, some of them will be the ones who've hurt you in the past. Some of them might be new ones, obviously. Some of them might be new ones, but you will have that much knowledge. And you will have the discernment as well as the resources to make things work for you. Wow. All right. So now let's take a look at your additional oracle cards. So what lessons are you going to master? So I want to take these 2 cards. These are akashic cards. And your pile got 3, I think. And these are the soul cards, like what lessons your soul wants to master. These are the soul cards. And these are like what you might be, what archetype energies you might, embody. And these ones will be like, what blessings will you have kind of completed by the end of this life? Like what's happening at the end of it. So we're going to keep these cards right there. We'll take that in the end. So first I'm really interested in seeing, like, you are the guide. So let us see, like, I don't know if I can fit all these cards here. I think I should be. Yeah, I hope you can see them. Okay. Because I might need more space. There's so many cards. Sorry about that. Need to reorganize. All right. So pile number 1. What archetypes are you going to be embodying in the next lifetime? Your role is that of a guide, but a guide in which form? Advocate, wow, inspires you to put compassion into action. Shadow attribute, embracing negative causes or committing to causes for personal gain. Again, do you see who's an advocate? Someone who fights for the right of people, someone who fights for the right thing, justice. So that is essentially one thing that you might, embody, the role of an advocate. Again, advocate is what? A guide. If you go to an advocate, you want guidance regarding what? So maybe some of you are still working in the legal field or something related to that. So yes, that is one thing that you might embody. And the second one is the shapeshifter. Skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness, ability to see the potential in everything, and shadow or attribute, projecting any image that serves any personal agenda, your personal agenda in the moment. So the shapeshifter and the advocate plus the guide is letting me know that you are going to be one person who will again have all the resources available and will know what to say at when, when to say what, so that it is for the good of everyone around you. So that is you're going to be a very powerful guide for a lot of people. So whatever, job, I would say, whatever profession you go into, you will be a very, very powerful person in that particular profession. You might even reach at the top of that, be like one of those leaders. Because the shapeshifter is a very powerful card. Shapeshifter is who? Someone who can actually, change, not the physical shape, but like adapt themselves and be so flexible that they're able to adapt to any situation. Why? Because they have the knowledge as to how to adapt to that situation. And yes, you are the guide, you have the magician and the high priestess. So that essentially is telling me that you are going to be extremely powerful in the next. Now let's see what akashic, messages are there for you. Again, this is for something that is happening at the end of this life and moving on to the next. Again, futuristic reading, I said. So you have solar plexus. Wow. I mean, this really goes so well because the solar plexus chakra is one of the most powerful chakras that we can have. And it talks about your self-identity. Who am I? The solar plexus is someone who is so powerful because they stand in their authenticity. So pile number one, whatever you are doing, it seems you are doing the right thing. Continue doing that because this will bring you into your full power by the time you come into your next lifetime. And you will be someone who is like a force to reckon with. Again, with the high priestess and the magician, this is telling me that you're going to be very, very powerful. So this will be completely activated. This will be completely cleared by the time you move, by the time you end this life. Religion. I mean, the Hierophant, again, the guide, the religion, again, you might be, and religion does not mean like the standard definition of religion, like this is Christianity or this is Islam, this is Hinduism, this is Jainism, this is Zoroastrianism, this is kind of your Judaism or whatever. No, we're not talking about that religion. What this is letting me know that you might be involved as a guide to help people move towards the actual light and not the false light. We know we have so many gurus, we have so many religions, we have so many priests, we have so many pastors, we have so many people, right, telling us this is right, that is right. But it seems in this role of yours, again, you will have mastered something on the earthly realm, which will make you feel that there is something more than what we are seeing. And that is the thing that you're going to, pass on to the people around you. Something with the religion, meaning something really, religion essentially means, like for me, religion means like how to live your life to the best and how to help others, how to inspire and help others around you without hurting anyone, right? So that again, with the solar plexus, very, very powerful. And the third card you got was root chakra. My God. Root chakra healing, solar plexus healing. Again, definitely pile number one, you will have obtained whatever level of wealth, whatever, level of abundance, whatever you want, the earthly things. Remember when we started your reading, I did say in the introduction, if you missed it in the introduction, I did say that it seems pile number one has actually, mastered the earthly realm, and you've kind of obtained whatever you want in this life, the earthly things. So now you're moving on to the next level, and this absolutely, helps or kind of reinforces that particular thing. Wow. You are going to be very powerful. Pile number one, I can tell you that. So now let's move on to what lessons will you have mastered And this is for your soul evolution. So this card I'm going to be see this one, and we're going to see this at the end, but I want to kind of continue. Intuition, I mean, like, wow, high priestess. Spirit is just kind of letting us know that, yeah, you will have mastered the intuition. You will be so connected with yourself, pile number one, that you will be at a completely different level from the rest of the people around you. You will be completely different. You will move into the role in that is full of reverence. That's what I'm feeling. Religion, yes, reverence. You will be revered by people, not because of your authority, but because of who you truly are. Why? Because you are standing with the solar plexus and the root chakra. You are standing in your authenticity, and authentic people always attract people. And it's not necessary that you want it, but it's going to happen anyways. Wow. Shifting, shape shifter and shifting. I mean, like, whoa. And this is amazing. I mean, like, shifting consciousness. Shapeshifter does not necessarily mean that, yes, one, on the human level, it's adaptability and flexibility to the situation that you are thrown in. The second is you are shifting your consciousness. Remember, breath, the third, sheath, the third clothing of man, of a human. So you are mastering that. You are mastering your consciousness in a way that you can move between these different levels of consciousness. That is why you are a guide. That is why you remember I said this is a vibration. You will be able to shift your vibration from one frequency to another with ease. The shapeshifter. Like this one is what this the Ajna chakra, which is like the third eye. This is like the Vishuddhi, which is what, like your throat chakra. This is like your sacral. This is your heart, and this I would say like the root. No, not the root. The earth star chakra. I think earth star chakra is right below the root chakra. So yeah, you are going to be able to, and look, the eyes are closed. It's like effortless. I know who I am. I know my power. I can do whatever I want to do. And I really like this one because it is green, and green is the heart chakra. So you will be operating from your heart. Remember the swords, protecting your heart because it has become so strong and powerful. It's shining like an emerald. Wow, pile number one. You are becoming powerful. By the end of this lifetime also, I think you'll be very strong. And it says the number 16, trust. Again, trust your intuition. Trust your abilities to do what needs to be done, and you will do it. And you have the box. Now, there are two ways to look at it, this particular image. If you look at it like from a two-dimensional way, it's like a flat box. But if you think, just look at this one, this looks like a pyramid, right? So it's your way, however you want to look at it. Either you can look at it as a box, or you can look at it as a pyramid. So you will have come out of the boxed kind of thinking that human beings, like we have been programmed to think. You will be out of that. You will break this box. You will think out of the box. All right, so now for the last part, what is your soul evolution and what blessings? So let's look at this. Soul time, I mean what? Soul time. Wow. The frequency of soul time asks us to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge, one that embraces the concept that while the corporeal body is mortal, meaning the human body is mortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. So yes, pile number one. This is confirmation that you are moving up. Whatever you are doing in this lifetime, whatever goals you are set to achieve, you will achieve them, and you're going to move ahead, and your consciousness is going to shift into a newer reality. The reality of your choosing. Why? Because you have mastered the lessons that you were meant to master in this particular lifetime. Maybe I'll do a tarot reading on like what lessons are you meant to master in this lifetime. That will be of another reading, but for this time, yes. Soul time. Additionally, perseverance. I mean, look, do you see the purples and the greens in your reading? This one is purple, this one is purple. This one has, this is like similar. It says perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Yes, this essentially talks about you will achieve what you set out to achieve in this lifetime. This is confirmation for that, pile number 1. And 17, let your hair down. Delight in the gift of play. Yes, meaning life is a play. The soul changes clothes. It plays characters. This time I am playing the character of your tarot reader. You are playing the character of whatever role you are playing. Next lifetime, I might be something else, you might be something else. But if you are listening to me, meaning our souls are connected somewhere, and I might come back into your life as someone else. We'll still be connected because it's like it's an interconnected web. So let your hair down, delight in the gift of play. By the end of this life, pile number 1, you will actually start enjoying life, or maybe you already have. And I mean, look at the, again, purple. Embrace loving touch, reach out and connect. Yeah, if you've been saying that, I don't want to connect to people anymore, go ahead and do that. By the end of this lifetime, you're going to enjoy the fruits of your labor while connecting to a lot of people. And again, the purple and the green is telling me you will be so connected to your higher self, high priestess and the magician, and the heart chakra. Because it's like what? It's like an emerald. It's glowing. You are in your authenticity because of the solar plexus and the root chakra. So if this is planned for your next lifetime, it seems that you will have set the stage for all of this to come in. Yeah, you'll have set the stage for all of this to come in, pile number 1. So I just want to see like what blessings are coming for you by the end of this lifetime. Maybe this one. Okay, so by the end of this lifetime, pile number, it seems there are 2, so we'll keep them separate. 6 of Wands, victory in whatever you do. 6 of Cups, wow, the number 666 this is so beautiful. All your past karmas will be resolved, pile number 1. The lessons you are meant to learn in this lifetime, you will have attained and achieved them. You are not carrying forward those lessons again. You will be victorious in anything that has anything to do with the past. Any emotions, anything unresolved, everything will be resolved by the end of this particular lifetime. And the Fool, a new beginning. Wow. This is and Page of Pentacles, a new beginning, and someone who is so steadfast and who knows what they want to do. It's going to be a completely new beginning for you. And it's not like you are like the fool who kind of, takes steps and doesn't worry about stuff. Yes, there is a level of, trust that we have. I think you also got trust. There was somewhere I saw trust. Yeah. There is a level of trust that you have. But the Page of Pentacles is telling me you will be very, very, grounded. You'll be very grounded, and you will not take chances or do things that are like, impulsive or rash, but you'll be doing that in a very organized manner. So pile number 1, in a nutshell, you are going to be essentially a guide, someone who is a leader in whatever they do. Your soul will have evolved quite a bit. Absolutely. Evolution, you are evolving first. So your soul will have achieved whatever it set out to achieve in this particular lifetime, and you will have healed 2 of your major chakras, the root and the solar plexus, and you will be so connected with your divine self that you will be able to guide other people towards their divine self in your next lifetime. Wow, it was a long reading, but I really liked it. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed reading it for you. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you feel called to, you can subscribe to the channel. And I will see you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. So in this reading, it's going to be a futuristic reading, I would say, because we are going to look at things that are beyond this life. So we are going to see what cosmic contracts or what soul contracts you've signed and which people are going to be coming into your life. We're going to see what lessons you're going to master in the next life as well as this life. We're going to see how your soul will be evolving, and we'll also see blessings that you're going to get at the end of this life. Why? Because this life would be a precursor to the next. So whatever stage you're setting at the end of this life is something that you'll be stepping on and continuing in your next life. So pile number 1 was very interesting. So I'm really excited to see what your reading is going to be. So you were drawn to the Luna, the moon, the intuition. So maybe pile number 2, at this point in time, your intuition is strong, but it's not where you want it to be. So essentially, maybe in the next lifetime, what I'm looking at just from this card essentially is that you will be mastering your intuition. You will be a master of your inner world. Maybe in this particular lifetime, you are still struggling to find peace, struggling to find balance, but that is something that you will be working towards in your next lifetime. So I'm going to keep this card right here. I hope you can see it. Yeah, you can. Okay. And I have prepared quite a lot of cards for you, if you can see right here. Like what energies will you be, what archetypes will you be kind of, following. This would be for your soul evolution. Like what lessons will you have mastered? This is the soul. And this one is like by the end of this lifetime, what's happening for you. So we're going to keep this separately. This one is for the soul. This one is for you. And we will be selecting a few cards from here. These 3 oracle decks. This is the Akashic Tarot. And we'll select 1 card from here and 1 from here. So this one I'm taking the first, but we'll look at this at the end. What do you see? Okay, it seems your soul says, oh, there are 2 things we're going to master in the next lifetime. Okay, so I'm going to keep them right here. And we're going to take 1 or 2 cards from this deck. This is the Akashic Tarot. So as I said for group 1 also, that the Akasha is Akashic, records. It's like a vibrational field that contains everything that a soul has ever done from the time it kind of came into being. And all those things that it has done, good or bad, they are like, you can say, in form of pictures, to put it that way. And the soul, before it takes the next reincarnation, before it takes the next birth, it kind of picks and chooses what it wants from that particular vibrational field. Those pictures, I want this, I want that, I want that. Based off that, it builds itself a body, and then we take birth. So that's just like a very, 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 very short summarized version of what happens. So here we're going to see like what information can we get from the Akashic fields, like what will have happened. So we can keep them right here, and we're going to take 1 card from here, essentially telling us like what kind of role. Again, this is just like, see, potential. Every moment is potential, right? So this will just give us like an idea of what kind of role or what kind of energy will you be embodying, what your soul will be embodying. It can be, and we cannot be very specific, but just this will give us an idea. For pile number 2, what? Okay. This is what we've got for you, and what will you have? What contracts will you have signed, and with whom? That is the first. Okay. contracts signed. Okay. And this one, maybe this one, maybe this one. So all right, so pile number 2, are you ready? So first of all, again, with the Luna, in mastering your intuition, that definitely is one of the main themes of your next life. Maybe you are working towards that. You're still working towards that, and that is something that definitely you will be working through in your next lifetime also. Maybe you'll achieve that. I don't know, but let's see. You got the King of Roses, the King of Cups. See, the moon, the water, the cups, emotions. So pile number 2, it seems in this lifetime you are struggling with balancing your emotions, managing your emotions, how to deal with them. So that lesson will be continued in the next lifetime, but then you will be mastering that as well. That is a soul contract that you're going to sign regarding how can I master my emotions. So this contract will be with the people. We're going to see which people right here. It's going to be with people who will help you master that emotional aspect of your life. There are certain things that are hidden within your life, that you're not seeing. I think those might also be revealed. And you got the 6 of Keys. The Keys is your pentacles in this particular deck. So the 6 of Pentacles. So the 6 of Pentacles is telling me what? Equal give and take. So you will be mastering your emotions, and you will be giving and receiving in equal amount. Maybe at this point in time you are working with, you are surrounded with people who are narcissistic. You are surrounded with people who actually drain you of your energy. You don't know how to, how to resolve that. In your next lifetime, pile number 2, rest assured, you will be in your spiritual energy, high level of spiritual energy. The King of Cups is a very, very balanced energy spiritually. They are a master of their emotions. Again, the water sign is very strong for you. And the 6 of, this is telling me you are going to master that. You're going to give and receive equally. If you've been over giving in this lifetime, or if you've been over accepting in this lifetime, you will balance that out. But definitely that lesson is going to continue in your next lifetime as well. So now let's see what kind of, again, this is what type of archetype. This is archetype energy. This doesn't mean you will be this, whatever this card says. But what energies will you be embodying? The Warrior. Wow. Perfectionism and burnout. So you will be in the warrior mode. Pile number 1. Pile number 2. You might become a soldier. You might become someone who kind of, fights for the rights of people. You might actually become someone who's in the army or the navy or the air force or whatever, earthly things that we have that deals with warriors. And this not only means the physical plain warriors, but also the spiritual warriors. You might do work that makes you a warrior in the spiritual realm. You might do things that help people spiritually. So it's not only that this talks about the human level of warrior stuff, but also about spiritual. So, but the King of Roses and the equal give and take is telling me that this essentially will be, I think it will be a mix of both. You will be taking very conscious decisions, even as a warrior, in your next lifetime to ensure that things, whatever your decisions are, they don't hurt other people. Maybe at this point in time, you do things or things are being done to you which hurt you or the other person or other people. You are going to try to balance those energies out. So let's see for you in the next lifetime. 2 of Swords again, see decisions, making decisions. Eyes closed, I don't know what to do. But with the King of Roses, yes, spiritually you will be able to, once when you've mastered your spiritual emotions, you will be able to handle this as well. And you got the 5 of Swords. Yeah, the pile 1 had 5 of Pentacles. So you will be battling mental conflict and winning over it because of the King of Roses and the Warrior. Now this is so interesting. All right. So now these cards will tell us what type of people, what souls are coming back into your life, or what type of souls are coming into your life to help you achieve this warrior state where you are mastering your emotions and you are giving and receiving in a balance. All right. So the Lovers. Oh, this is so nice. Someone whom you really love in this lifetime and who has been helping you make good choices. It might be a friend, it might be a platonic relationship, it might be a parent, it might be a sibling. Anyone that you can think of, it might be a colleague, it might be a senior, a junior, I don't know. Whoever this entity, whoever this soul is, I don't want to call it an entity, whoever this soul is, who has been helping you make the right choices, they are coming back into your life again. And they will continue doing that for you. They will continue to guide you to make the right choices in life. I want to keep this right here. Oh no, maybe here. Justice. You will find a balance in your life wherein you will be able to make choices for yourself that truly align with who you are. You know, one is you are making choices because other people want it, and one is you are making choices because you want it. You will be making choices, and the right choices. The focus should be on the word right. You will be making the right choices because you have the Lovers also. So there is some guide who is coming back into your life in a human form to help you through this particular stuff, bringing you mental clarity. 5 of Pentacles. Pile 1 also got that. So 5 of Pentacles and the King of... my God, you got the King of Cups 2 times. So pile number 2, rest assured. There is so much of spiritual abundance which is going to come your way in your next life, because you will be making the right choices with justice, and you will have people around you who love you for truly who you are, and they will help you make the right choices, because you know, giving at the energy, giving and taking will happen like at as equals. You will be coming out of this 5 of Swords energy. At this point in time, you feel kind of, you know, things are not working for me. There are people around me who keep on taking and taking, and I just don't know what to do. Pile number 2, rest assured, by the end of this life, you will know what to do. And in the next one, you are going to work towards getting that done and, you know, raising your level of consciousness. You will be working towards raising your consciousness. Wow. All right. So we have these 2 archetype cards, like, you know, what energies you will be embodying. We know it's like a warrior energy, someone who fights for something which is right, which they believe is right. Again, with the Justice is telling me you will be on the right side of history. And these are the soul ones, and these ones like your this lifetime. So I want to take a look at the souls one, soul ones first. Yeah, and you got to, yeah, all of it got 3 actually. So present lives, yes. This is so beautiful. Curses and spells. And throat chakra. Wow, wow. So pile number 2. In this lifetime, if you feel that your voice has been blocked and you are unable to communicate your feelings, your thoughts to others, this is because of something that has happened with the curses and spells. Don't get scared. These are just energies that are around you which are not letting you do what your soul really wants to do. All right. And effectively, it is affecting your throat chakra. So maybe some of you have the fear of speaking in public. Some of you, if you are in a friend circle, you want to speak up, maybe you are an introvert. Not that I'm saying introverts have curses and spells. Please don't take it that way. But what I am trying to say with these 3 cards, like these are the akashic records. If you have been, affected by any of this, if you feel that yes, I cannot speak, and you will be breaking free of that. In the next life, maybe by the end of this life, we'll see what blessings are coming for you, but you will be breaking this cycle. This is going to, in your next life, this is not going to happen. This is something that we got from the akashic record. And what is your soul moving towards? All right, now let's see what your soul is moving towards. So I'm going to take a look at these cards. Oh no, let's kind of first see what archetype energies you are embodying. So, what's happening? Or the lessons that you're going to master. Manifest, yes. You will be able to manifest what you want. In the next life, you will be able to manifest what you want. Maybe you have problems regarding that in this lifetime, but you will be able to manifest. And integrity. Again, with the warrior, this goes so well because warriors have to have integrity. They have to be fighting for the right thing. So pile number 2, in your next life, you will be someone who will be fighting for the right things, who will be on the right side of history, and who will be able to speak up and, speak their truth with authority and with power. Relief. Wow. Relief. Yes, you will be relieved of whatever has been blocking you in this lifetime. Pile number 2, you will absolutely be relieved of those kind of negative energies. And the king. Wow, you got the king of cups, and the king. Pile number 2, definitely in the next lifetime, you are going to be someone who is an authority figure and someone who is in a position to make changes at a bigger scale. Maybe you will be someone who is like, maybe the mayor of a town or sheriff of a town or, a senator or like, a member of any houses of parliaments. So essentially you will be in a position of power, but you will be making those decisions the right way. Wow, this kind of reminds me of the sun. And do you see the seal on this hand? So you will be in a position of power, someone who is making decisions, someone who is maybe more, aligned with the military. But again, on the right side of history, because you have the justice and you have the lovers. You will be surrounded by people who will guide you. And your intuition is going to be very strong because you are going to align yourself to what is right by the people. So now let's see like what archetypes are you embodying in the next lifetime. Again, these are just energies and everything is moving. Just remember that. Everything moves. Prince, oh my God. Romantic charm and potential for power. What did I say? Shadow attribute, using power for self-aggrandizement. No, I feel this is something because of the justice, the lovers and the king of cups 2 times. You are not going to have the shadow aspect, but you're going to be on the light aspect. So maybe you will be born in a prestigious family. Maybe you will be born like as a literal prince or a princess of some kingdoms. We have so many kingdoms nowadays. So you will be born in that power. Pile number 2. And you're getting rid of this. Therefore, you will be, see, that's why the throat chakra needs to be cleared. Because if you are in that position of power, you need to speak up. And you also got mentor. Beautiful. Passing out on wisdom and refining students' characters. Again, with the warrior, with the justice, the king of cups twice. Again, relief, integrity and manifestation. So this is telling me you will be someone who is in great power, but mostly military maybe. But you will be helping a lot of people and making decisions. I don't know, they are saying again, on the right side of history. I don't know what that means for you. But yeah. So now let's look at what the soul, how the evolution of the soul will happen in this next lifetime. Stand, oh my God, stand up for your beliefs. Yeah, with the throat chakra blocked, you cannot. The time to act is now. Again, everything is pointing me towards you being someone in power and authority and making things work. Again, with the green and the purple, this is telling me your spiritual alignment will be kind of very strong with your heart. and you will make good decisions. Enhance your intimate relationships, deeper connections await. Yeah, maybe in this lifetime you did not have those, or the ones that are there, like the lovers. Remember I said maybe that those are hidden ones. They still have not become activated because you are healing. See, if you are self-healing, these soul contracts will not be activated because they need to come at a particular frequency, and you need to be vibrating at that particular frequency in order for these people to come in. Maybe they're already there. That is great. But if not, you will be healing by the end of it, and in the next lifetime you will kind of move into deeper relationships with people. Freedom, yay! I possess the power and free will to create my own happiness. Again, curses and spells. This is telling me that you have been bound very badly in this particular lifetime. Maybe things have whatever you want to do, things don't work out, and this is not because of you, but this is because of this. All this will be kind of moving out of your life by the end of this lifetime. So let's see by the end. Again, I want to see what blessings are coming to you. What things will you have balanced, or what blessings are coming for you by the end of this lifetime. So, which will continue like in the next life also. Okay. So you have the Queen of Coins. Wow. So you have the Queen of Pentacles. Abundance, richness, sources, resources, ability to lay a very, very strong foundation for yourself. File number 1. Ace of Coins, again, something dealing with abundance. If you have been working towards doing something so that your finances are secure, you have a house, you have cars. If you have children, you want to ensure that you have stuff built out for them. You will be able to achieve everything in that aspect. 9 of Coins. Wow. Wish fulfillment. Pile number 2. You are fulfilling your wishes, and you are walking away from the people and things that drained you emotionally. So by the end of this lifetime, pile number 2, what's happening for you? You are building resources for yourself. You are getting, the universe is going to give you another chance to redo things that you wanted to do your way. Your wishes will be fulfilled. Right? 9 of Coins is the wish fulfillment card. Your wishes will be fulfilled. And the 8 of Cups is telling me, the cup energy, again, the water energy, the emotion energy is telling me that you will be walking away from things, people, circumstances that drain you emotionally. That is why when you move into the next lifetime, from the 2 of Swords and the 5 of Swords energy, you are moving into this particular energy of the Justice and being that, strong warrior, and having this King of Cups energy. And giving and receiving in a balance. Not taking too much, not giving too much, but balancing everything out. While helping others also. The Prince and the Mentor. Yeah, you will be in a position of power. And you will have the integrity as well. So this is all I had for you, pile number 2. If you like this reading, no, please. We forgot about the soul cards. Your soul evolution. Wow. Compassion. The frequency of compassion supports our ability to stand by others without judgment and be the divine mediator between heaven and earth, spirit and matter, so that unconditional love can flow from source through our heart and into the world. And perception. The frequency of perception supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zone to find the edges of what we perceive as real and to take a good, hard, deep look at it. So pile number 2. You will be placed in a position of authority where your decisions will affect a lot of people, but you will be making those decisions through compassion. You see? Stand up for your beliefs, the green coming for you. And you will be perceiving things in a way that kind of, not for yourself, you can say betterment, but what's good for the others as well. So you're going to perceive things in a way that helps everyone around you. Not only yourself, but everyone around you. So that is the reading for you, pile number 2. So if you like the reading, please give it a thumbs up. If you feel called to, please subscribe to the channel. It helps the channel grow. And I will see you in your next one. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. So this is a futuristic reading, literally, because we are going to see what cosmic contracts have you signed with whom in the next life, what lessons you're going to master, what is your soul's evolution, and finally what blessings you getting at the end of this life, which are a precursor to what's happening in the next lifetime. So pile 1 and pile 2 were very interesting. I'm very excited to see like what happens right here. And I just, right from this, you were drawn, if you were drawn to this Stibus antimony card, I'm feeling this is a very mysterious, pile. There is something about your energy which is very different from pile 1 and pile 2. All right, so what I have done is that I have prepared a couple of cards for you. In fact, a lot of cards for you. I'm going to keep your main card right here. These ones, we're going to see these 3. Yeah, you got 3 of them. So this is like the archetype energies you're going to embody in the next lifetime. This would be like what messages there are from the akashic records. These 3. These ones would be like what your soul, lessons are for the next life, like what the evolution is going to be like. And this is for this particular lifetime, like, and the next, like, we're in that, by the end of this life and the beginning of the next life, like, what things are you going to master? So I'm going to keep these cards right here. These ones, we'll take a look at them later. But for now, we are taking a look at, what is your soul evolution for the next life? Like what will it be able to do? We're taking the first card, but we're going to look at it at the very end. I want to put it right here. This is going to give us like what energy are you going to embody? Again, this is an archetype energy. This is just going to give us an idea of what energy you will be embodying. Not necessarily the profession or the kind of whatever it's showing. And these ones is like, it's going to show us like, for the next lifetime, like what contracts are you signing and with whom? Like who will you be, essentially, like what will you be doing? And this one will tell us what contracts and which people will be coming back, which souls will be coming back, or newer souls. Who are they and what will they be helping you, and what energy will you be embodying? So it's like a mix of things. We'll let the cards speak for themselves. Okay. All right. Oh, there's so many. Okay. So pile number 3. Again, I really feel you are a very mysterious pile. I don't know why. Maybe because of the wolf. So let us see. First of all, what energy will your soul be embodying in the next life? The Walker. And I swear, when I was shuffling this deck, this card was like, when I pulled the deck, there was, sometimes cards just stay on the board. So this card stayed on the board, and I just put it inside and I shuffled it right in front of you, and I did see that. And look, it just came out again. So it says the Walker, the unknown, a journey. Again, very mysterious. So let's take a look at these. 3 of Roses, 3 of Cups. And you see the fairies. And they're coming out and looking at this child. Love and loving elementals. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This is so cool. And the Lookout, the number 17, the Tower. This is absolutely amazing. Whew. So I just want to take a look at your tarot cards first, like the 2 ones embodying like your energy in the next life. The 7 of Wands and the 6 of Swords. So pile number 3. You will be embodying the energy of kind of a seer, seer. Someone who will be working with magic, someone who will be working with, the occult, someone who is working with the elementals. Essentially, elementals are energies that are the ground energies. Like they are entities that exist in an energetic form, but that they can influence us human beings as well by putting thoughts in our mind or making us feel certain sensations, those kind of things. So you, pile number 3, will be working with the elementals. You'll be working with the earth energies, really, in a way. Maybe in this lifetime you are like someone who's like who is dealing with occult, who's dealing with a lot of magic, who's dealing with spells and all that stuff. But you have to really defend yourself at all times, like why are you doing this? So, and maybe people look at you funny or anything of that sort might happen. But in your next lifetime you're going to come out full-fledged and you'll be working, and you will move away from any kind of drama that surrounds this profession. So you are going to be extremely powerful, pile number 3, because again, like I said, this is I felt like a mystery, I felt like I can't read what's happening. But now I'm seeing why, because this is something beyond like the human things. So your energy is something which has elevated itself to a much higher level. You are at that point wherein in this lifetime maybe you are going to master so much of yourself that in the next lifetime you are operating at a completely different level. So let's see what kind. So the contracts that you're going to sign is something around healing people, but by using the elementals and essentially the magic. I mean, there is no way that I can put it. And moving away from people who cause a lot of drama. So you essentially you are someone, the unknown journey. And this again, it seems you will have evolved at a particular level wherein your soul is like, okay, this is a blank slate, do what you want to do. Because you have elevated yourself up to that level of consciousness. So again, very extreme. Of all the 3 piles, I think this is like the most powerful pile. 9 of Cups. The people who will be coming into your life are the ones that you really want. They will not be anyone who have caused you stress, who have caused you, to be defensive about yourself. No. Those people are out from your life after this lifetime. They will not be coming back. Whatever you have wished for is what's happening in the next life. Though only those people are coming. The Fool. Remember I said it's a fresh start, the unknown journey. I mean, like, Spirit couldn't be more clear. This is, you decide what you want to do. It seems you have mastered your lessons. It seems you've kind of come. Maybe this is the pile that might even decide not to come on this earth and just come as an earthbound spirit, or like an ascended master who is helping people. Because you have been burned so much and you know how to move away from drama that you're like, I don't want to get involved in this again. But yes, I want to help humanity. So let me be like a guide. Wow. I mean, wow. That is why 9 of Cups. The kind of people you want are the kind of people, your tribe. You're going to be with a group of people who are like you. Pile number 3. Wow. 2 of Pentacles. Completely balancing everything out. If you decide to come back as a human, you will be able to balance your spiritual life with your physical life. Because why? The Fool, the Walker, the Journey Unknown. Whatever path you decide to take, pile number 3, in your next life will be the path that you really want to walk on. No bondages, no contracts, no nothing. It seems the contracts for you is like I feel they are being burnt out. So your soul contracts, pile 3, are being burnt out because you've already taken care of them in this particular lifetime. So again, coming back to this particular lifetime, pile number 3, whatever contracts, whatever people you are working with, you will have resolved your karma before you move on to the next life. Because of that, you have a fresh slate. You no longer would need to defend yourself or kind of, see those tower moments again and again and again. because they'll be done for. Only the loving elementals, this is the energy you'll be embodying. Queen of Wands, wow, again, very powerful. Doing what you want to do, not because someone has asked you, but that's what you want, right? And the Hermit, deep introspection. So pile number 1, again, for some of you, you might even not want to come back on this earth, and I wouldn't blame you. But if you do, you will live life on your terms, because by the end of this lifetime, pile number 3, you will have burnt out major part of your karma. So the next lifetime, your soul is like, all right, a free pass. See what you want to do. Okay. Now am I excited to see like what's happening. So let's take these 3 cards first. So again, additionally, in this lifetime, because we see this being like, this is a blank slate for you. So what's happening? Recognition. And see, this is yellow, this is yellow. And assistance. Again, yes. If you decide to come back, you will be at a very high spiritual level, and you will be recognized. Remember I said like a seer. That's seer. I think seer, you called it a seer. As a guru, a spiritual guru. And you will be providing assistance to people in need. That also if you choose. Again, 9 of Cups, Queen of Wands, the Hermit, the Fool. If you choose to come back, you will be in a position wherein you will be able to look out for people who need assistance, and you will provide that to them to help them move away from their issues. So pile number 3, you might even decide you don't want to come back. Maybe take a break and just help from the spiritual, the astral realm. Who knows? Focus number 24. Wow. And look, the focus arrow is pointing towards this. Your choice, your choice. And the one, my God, this couldn't be more clear. The one is who? Someone who has combined their consciousness with the source. Now the duality has merged and there is only one. So pile number 3, you are the most, I think all the people watching this pile are extremely high vibrational, and you know that. And you choose whether you want to come back or not. You might even be thinking about it. But yes, in your next lifetime, that is definitely shown with all these cards right here. Wow. So now let's see what the Akashic records have to say. Again, the Akashic records are a vibrational field which store all the karmas, which store everything that your soul has ever done. So let's see for the next lifetime, what does the Akashic record say? Sacred contract. Wow. I mean, yes, again, this is like, there is something very, very sacred about you, pile number 3. There is something very, very pious and very, very sacred about you. If you sign these contracts, because you are so powerful, they will be with people who are like you. All right? This is not with normal people, like who have a lot of drama and who are like who have this, these earthly lower vibrational, things. You are not working with them anymore after this lifetime. You are only working with the higher sacred selves. Battles and war and battles. Spiritual. I feel everything is going to be spiritual for you. And wealth and abundance. Again, pile number 3. If you decide to come back, you will have everything you would ever need, and you will be in the position wherein you don't need to learn any lessons anymore, but you'll just be there to help others, and it's like you'll have kind of cleaned out your slate. Again, your choice, what you want to do. But if you decide to come back, your positive karmas have accumulated so much that dam is now bursting. It may have already started for you, but that dam is already bursting for you. Wow. All right. So let's see what archetypes. Prostitute. Accentuate the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. And shadow attribute places material consideration and security above self empowerment. Again, this is, we are not talking about like the actual profession, but we are talking about the energies. This is a character, this is an energy which does things because it wants to. How can I challenge? How can I do this without, kind of negotiating or breaking my own spirit? You will be in that very powerful position. And you have Don Juan. Spotlights with positive seductive qualities. So yeah, oh my God, wow. And finally you have the hero heroine. Passion for a journey of personal empowerment. So again, pile number 3. Now, if you decide to come back on the earth, if you do, you will be born in such a wealthy and abundant, environment, because again the positive karma is coming in. It's nothing more, it's just like the karma is coming back. You will live life on your terms, but you will live life which is a dharmic life, meaning you will do what is right, not because someone else wants you to do or you want to show that off, but you will do it because that feels right for you. And you are going to, again, you will be so much revered. A hero heroine is, who's that? Someone who has gone through trials and tribulations and all that stuff. But for you in this lifetime, this is what you're going through. So in the next lifetime, pile number 3, if you decide to come, you will decide, you will choose like your battles, like what do I want to do with my life. You will have everything, material needs completely taken care of. And once when we are out of that flight and fight mechanism, your soul contract, the sacred contracts will kick in, and you will devote your life to helping others. And that sometimes means fighting people who are at very high positions and authority, who are not doing the right thing, but because you have your wealth and abundance, you will do that. So if you saw this movie, The Kingsmen, so that group was formed because they wanted an agency outside that of the government, like the MI6 or CIA, and help things, set things right. So essentially just think of yourself as part of that Kingsmen group. You have the wealth, you are like this reclusive billionaire, nobody knows about them, but they know about everyone, right? Just that is the kind of lifestyle you can have if you decide to come. Or that is the level that you will be at. You will be controlling things from behind the scenes without showing your face. You might want to do that with the prostitute and the Don Juan and the hero heroine. Again, the choice will always be yours, whether you want to do this or not, because remember it talks about recognition and assistance. So you might be like Batman, like the character of Batman, like the rich person who kind of helps the downtrodden people of Gotham. So you will definitely be coming in. Or maybe Arrow, if you've seen this series Arrow, in that also, like the character, the main hero heroine, like initially he was like this character, he was like a Don Juan kind of a person, and then suddenly something happens and then he's left on this island and he becomes so focused and he uses this bow and arrow. That's why it's called Arrow. So that is the kind of energy that I'm seeing for you. Again, remember the silhouette of the wolf. You can be whatever you want to be. So now this is so interesting. So now let's take a look at your soul evolution. Like what's in for your soul. So first I want to look at this card. The root chakra. The frequency of the root chakra, the red flower of life. Loving elementals. Remember, 3 of roses. Stimulates passion and supports our sense of security on this physical plane, both in our bodies as well as in the physical world. That is why, these things are coming for you, the prostitute and the Don Juan and the hero heroine. If you feel the need that, yes, let me be someone who is recognized, if you choose to be, you will be that. You will be recognized by almost everyone, if you want. Or you can be the reclusive billionaire, trillionaire. Maybe we'll have trillionaires at that time, who knows. So your root chakra, you will have healed your root chakra, and it will be like, well, again, the root chakra talks about, abundance. That's what it is. Feeling safe. You will feel so safe Remember when I said that all your physical needs will be taken care of, the earthly needs will be taken care of, and then you will be free to do whatever you want to do. So you'll have that kind of freedom. Lovingly speak your truth. Vulnerability is strength. Wow. Okay. You will speak your truth, of course. I mean, in that position of power, if you're not scared of anyone for any reason, you'll always speak the truth. And that is, see, that's your soul, because you have the hermit. I like the hermit card and the fool, because the hermit is someone who goes deep into self introspection and sees, okay, like, what is right, not by the ego, but by the spiritual, universal laws. Fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Again, with the root chakra, maybe this is something your soul might want to come back to. Maybe in this lifetime, you again, because of this card and the Tower card, I am feeling, and the Six of Swords, maybe you have been living in fear of, showing your powers, because you don't have that much, wealth or abundance to, to push people away. So if you, in your next birth pile number 3, you will be coming back with so much power, wealth and abundance. You will be able to come out of this frequency by the end of this life, so that in the next lifetime, you live the way you want to live. And finally, you have let go of comparison, embrace the unique you. Yes, you will be so distinct from the rest of the people, and people don't even know that you are there. Maybe that is the kind of energy you will be in. Or people who, they'll know that there is someone called X, Y, and Z, but they are like, we don't know anything about them, but we know that they have obsessive, extreme amounts of power. So the last part of your reading is like, what blessings are you going to get at the end of this life, so that it preps you up for this life. Then your next life is going to be like really cool. Pile number 3. You will have whatever you want. Just think again, Bruce Wayne. Not that, I mean, the same life, but the amount of wealth and abundance. Wow. Oh, look at the 4 of Wands. So, your family issues will be resolved. Maybe some of you want to get married. You will get married. You'll have a soul, you'll have a sacred contract. So that soul who's in union with you at this point in time will come back again. 9 of Cups. That's why we saw the 9 of Cups. You will have a lot of celebrations in your family. So good things are coming your way. Pile number 3. 5 of Cups. All 3 piles got. You will be moving away from things that have been, hurting you, that have caused grief. So, my God, 7 of Wands, 7 of Swords. You got the 7 number again. 7 of Swords. Anything that, 7 of Swords essentially is a card of trickery, right? So tricksters around you, and the 10 of Swords. Those cycles are ending for you, pile number 3. If there have been people who have been tricking you, if there have been people around you who are in that deceptive energy, or who've been taking shortcuts and getting things done, and you're like, I do the right thing, but again, I still have to struggle, because 7 of Swords and the 5 of Cups is telling me that. So don't worry about that. All those issues, 10 of Swords is telling me, those mental conflicts and those issues are going to be resolved. And 2 of Wands. You will be making the right decision for you. So by the end of this life, I think I want a few cards more. I want to see. Wow. Okay. The World and the 8 of Swords. Okay. The mental clarity that you want, pile number 3, will be coming to you by the end of this lifetime. Whatever fears that are in your mind, they are not real. They are only kind of, maybe that is something that you need to work on in this life. They are a figment of your imagination only. So the World card is telling me, and the 10 of Swords, that there is a completion that is happening for you. If you feel that you have been tied down by things and you are unable to see clearly, that is also coming to an end for you. You will be able to see clearly after this. Because in the next life, pile number 3, whatever you have dreamt of, you will achieve that. You will be born into that. Wow. Money, love, adulation, recognition, anything on the external, wealth and abundance, sacred contract, anything on the external, pile number 3, you will already have that in your kitty. Now, what you do with your life, you got the Fool card and the Hermit, and you also got the Walker, as well as this card with the Neptune, and I don't know which sign is that. But it's just like what you make of your life is what it'll be. It'll truly be a blank slate for you. All right, pile number 3, very interesting. This is all I had for you. So if you like the reading, please give it a thumbs up. And if you feel called to, please subscribe to the channel. It helps the channel grow. And I will see you in the next reading. Bye.